welcome back. If you've seen all the episodes in the past, it should be clear by now that one of the main missions of the Baha'i Faith is to establish unity. That God is one, religions are one, and mankind is one. And thus, the Baha'i writings are filled with guidance on how to bring about this unity amongst all the peoples of the world. In this regard, Baha'u'llah strongly counsels us to shun backbiting. On no subject are the Baha'i teachings more emphatic than on the necessity to abstain from fault-finding and backbiting, while ever being eager to discover and root out our own faults and overcome our own failings. Before we move ahead, backbiting means speaking unfavorably about a person who is not present. While speaking about the harmful effects of backbiting on our heart and our soul, Baha'u'llah says, backbiting quencheth the light of the heart and it extinguishes the life of the soul. As we discussed in the previous episodes, that the whole world is one family. If that is the case, then how can we defame, belittle, criticize, backbite about our own brothers and sisters? Several pages in the Baha'i holy text are dedicated to counsel the readers to shun backbiting. In one of the lines it says, "Breathe not the sins of others so long as thou art thyself a sinner. Shouldest thou transgress this command, accursed wouldst thou be, and to this I bear witness." As you can see, the act of backbiting, the act of talking evil about another person, attracts the curse of God. On another page, we find the following counsel regarding fault finding. One must expose the praiseworthy qualities of the souls and not their evil attributes. The friends must overlook their shortcomings and faults and speak only of their virtues and not of their defects. Now I think if some person has said something of which you disapprove, I think we must communicate with that person directly, privately, in a kind and a loving manner, and letting him know what is it that has hurt you, what is it that you disapprove of, rather than speaking ill about him before 10 other people. And similarly, if we come across a wrong someone has committed, I think we must inform it to the person in charge, to the person who has authority, to someone who can make a difference when he receives the information from us, rather than speaking ill about that person before 10 people and defaming him about something that he may have done. Nowadays, in our societies, we have seen on Facebook, on news channels, in movies, in real life, it has become very common to speak ill about one specific person, one group of people, one nation, etc. When we engage in backbiting and fault finding, we change as a person. Our eyes are then trained to only look at the bad in people. And that makes us negative. It makes us unhappy. We struggle to be friends with people. When we backbite, we damage the unity of people. When I say something bad about B to A, the opinion of A towards B changes. Backbiting does not only damage the reputation of individuals. One community may backbite about the other, and it might create disunity between two groups of people. When our focus shifts from our faults to that of others, rather than improving, we might worsen day by day. Now here are some tips to help you avoid backbiting. Firstly, if we are in the habit of habitually talking about other people all the time, we are in the danger of committing backbiting. Even if we don't backbite, but if we hear others backbite to us regularly about someone else, I think we are equally responsible in encouraging this habit. And when we are tempted to backbite, Baha'u'llah tells us, remember your own faults and not the faults of my creatures, inasmuch as each one of you knoweth your own self better than he knoweth others. And lastly, for being a happy version of yourself, to be someone who can create more unity and who can create a better world, be the person who finds gold in others, because anyone can find dirt in someone.